Hello, everyone. We're here on our fourth day in front of the church administration building to try to persuade the church leaders to adopt a new policy, a better policy. Because we know that the policy that exists now is terribly harmful to mental health. But, over the last 4 days, I got to tell you, I'm in good spirits. I'm hanging out with friends. I'm feeling the Spirit. I feel God behind me. I feel the power of God lifting me. And I'm also testing my limits as well. I'm on the fourth day of a 5-day fast, and this is my record. So I'm enjoying the testing of my own body and my own limits. So I am enjoying that. It's been so far very good. A part of the conversation also is Jesus said to come and follow me. And when he seen abuse happening, from what I know of Jesus, he didn't just stand there and watch it happen. He was quick to act, quick to say something, and he was not one to stay back and just watch it happen. So in that, I'm trying to follow Jesus and be like him. I'm doing exactly what he told me to do. And this is what I'm doing here today. I know if I don't say something, somebody's going to die. That I know. I have no doubt. A policy that you have adopted here is resulting in death. And I know that in the most painful way. And I know it from other people I know personally have died directly because of the policy you have adopted here. You can do better. You must do better. The church started out from very beautiful startings. Very beautiful. It started out with a young man asking a question. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, and it shall be given him. And the young man went and he actually acted on that. And that's beautiful. It's beautiful to have questions and to go and ask and learn what God will tell you. This is so beautiful. And he went and he got his answer, which is the very founding of the church. Joseph Smith went on to say many great things that I still recognize and I still connect with. In January, this is in the Teachings of the Prophets, your manual now, Joseph Smith. It says in January 1843, Joseph Smith had a conversation with some people who were not members of the church. And this is his words now. This is the words of Joseph Smith. I stated that the most prominent difference in sentiment between the Latter-day Saints and sectarians was that the latter were all circumscribed by some peculiar creed which deprived its members the privilege of believing anything not contained therein. So, to me, this is critical. President Nelson, the church you lead, what happens to somebody if they subscribe to something that's not contained therein? The church was beautiful in the early days because they had all kinds of good conversations that were free. And they're exactly what Joseph Smith said it should be. It should be, there's no boundaries, which didn't deprive its members of the privilege of believing anything not contained therein, wherein the Latter-day Saints are ready to believe all true principles that exist as they are made manifest from time to time. So, the church, the original church, as founded by Joseph Smith, said, we're ready to believe all truths. And then he goes on from there. I cannot believe in any of the creeds of the different denominations because they all have some things in them I cannot subscribe to. Though all of them have some truth, I want to come up in the presence of God and learn all things. But this is what Joseph says he wants to do, and he inspires the Latter-day Saint people to be a prophetic people. And then he goes on, but the creeds set up stakes, and then they got limits to help describe that. So the churches that Joseph Smith said were incorrect, he said that they placed stakes or limits on what you can believe. They put you in danger. You became a heretic if you didn't believe exactly what that church taught. They put up stakes and say, Hitherto thou shalt come and go no further. So the other churches that Joseph informed us were not correct place stakes on the knowledge that people can learn. That's a very healthy policy that Joseph had, at least as described in this. Hitherto thou shalt come and go no further, which I cannot subscribe to. You know what? What's going on in the Latter-day Saints, the modern Latter-day Saint church, is exactly what Joseph could not subscribe to. You know, a person has a different viewpoint or a different opinion, or they go past the stakes that you've set for them, they're in danger. They're in danger. You know, I think of one man, I think of Sam Young, faithful man, fasted for 23 days for the safety of the children. It wasn't even a doctrinal thing. It was a safety of the children. And it wasn't exactly your belief. It wasn't. He went past the stake you laid down, and you excommunicated him. I don't think it can get any more nasty than that and backwards than that, to excommunicate Sam Young for trying to protect children. That was his goal. He wasn't trying to hurt the church. He was trying to protect his children. I say to all, this is Joseph Smith continuing now, I say to all those who are disposed to set up stakes for the Almighty, you will come short of the glory of God. So, is that you that's going to set up stakes for the Almighty? Are you going to limit what the people can hear from the Almighty? Because at this point, that's exactly what the church is doing. I have a lot of friends that are suffering from this. People are being harmed by this, but we're going to get into more detail on that as we go. So you will come short of the glory of God. To become a joint heir of the heirship of the Son, one must put away all these false traditions. So these are the words of Joseph Smith directly, the great founder of the Latter-day Saint faith, the great founder of my heritage. I'm 6 generations. You know, I've been on a mission. I got married in the temple. I did all the Latter-day Saint things, even up to the day my son died, actually. You know, and I couldn't get out of bed for a long time. Didn't go do any of those. But anyways, I gotta get my notes. Where'd my notes go? All right. It's a nice day in Salt Lake City, by the way. It's nice here. The weather's nice. I'm with friends. I'm having a good day, you know, a very good day, and I'm feeling God behind me. But anyways, but you have put boundaries down. You've put serious boundaries down for your own people. You know, this is incorrect. This is not God's way. This is the other guy's way, to put those type of boundaries to thought and your conscience. And you think this does not harm those boundaries that you've falsely laid down against the very founder of the church's instructions? You believe people aren't being damaged by those boundaries, those inappropriate boundaries, excommunicating people for simply having a belief that's not exactly your belief and within your correlated material? You know, I have a lot of friends that have been harmed by this. I'm just going to give a couple of examples. I know